my YouTube channel. I am Adri Michelle and my channel is Teach Style Live Faith, where I will be telling you all about teaching, fashion, healthy living in my faith. And I'm just so glad that you came by and visited my page. If this is your first time ever watching one of my videos, I'm so glad you came by. I would love for you to do me one quick favor before we even get started. If you could go ahead and subscribe, I would absolutely love that. Not just for me, but so that you can stay up to date with all the videos that I post out as soon as they come out. And if this is not your first time, then thank you for being a supporter and continually coming back and watching my videos. Today, I'm going to talk to you about habits. If you listen to my podcast, then you have actually heard this, but for those of you who aren't familiar with my podcast, then this would be a great time for you to go ahead over to iTunes, Spotify, any of those, and go ahead and subscribe. But also, if you are more of a visual person, then I will be sharing with you what I shared on the podcast. So today I'm going to talk about habits. I have had to get into a new habit since I moved here to California, and habits are not always easy, especially when it comes to working out. I know that's one of the things that most of my friends have a problem with, or that I get asked a lot about is, hey, how do you work out? How often do you work out? What's the regimen? What should I do? And I by no means am a pro or expert at this, but I do think that I'm healthy. I do think that I work out a good amount, and I love my body. I love how I feel. So I do think that I have a good system down that I have created. So habits, basically, what you have to know about a habit is that it is formed. You can form good habits, you can form bad habits. A habit is anything that you repeat over time. Knowing that a habit is anything you repeat over time is a good thing to know, because forming a habit doesn't mean that it has to be this grandeur thing that you do. It's just that you repeat it over time. So I can start a small habit. I can learn Spanish by learning one new word a day. That's still a habit. I can write a book by writing one sentence a day. Anything that I do repeatedly over time becomes a habit. So for me, working out, the habit that I have is I work out 5 times a week, and it doesn't really matter what days. What I do is I plan it in advance in my journal. I plan out that I'm going to work these days. I know that I have these obligations in the afternoon, so I know certain days that I can work out and certain days that are going to be harder, so I give that as my flex. For me specifically, the 5 days that I do cardio are Monday through Friday. So every day before I go to work, I wake up. I actually have to wake up around 4:30. I wake up around 4:30 and I go to my gym and I will do cardio for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter what I do. Most days I will do the Stairmaster, but I typically would do the Stairmaster. On Fridays is when I do the treadmill. I will do a bike one day and I will do the elliptical another day, and so that gives me my 5. So 2 days Stairmaster, because I got to get the booty right, and then the other days are up for grabs. As long as I do 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Now, when I moved, my schedule really got out of whack, so I was not consistently exercising. But now that school has started back, I teach, and that I'm more on a consistent schedule and I've settled into my lifestyle here in California, I have went back to my routine. So mornings, work out 30 minutes a day. Then I pick certain days that I'm going to do lifting. For me, the only way I can get into my habit of lifting is having it planned out and knowing what I'm going to do. For that reason, I really love classes, because I don't have to come up with the plan. I go to a class, the instructor tells me her plan or his plan, and I follow what they say. The other thing that I like is if I go with and work out with a friend, he's a trainer, and so he will tell me what to do. And then there's once or twice a week that I have to come up with what to do on my own. You can look these up on the internet. You can just wing them. You can join programs, or different people have these plans that they can put you on. You can pay for one of those and they'll tell you what to do pretty much Monday through Friday, and you can lift that. So those are the things that I do. And as far as my schedule specifically, most gyms have an app that tell you what classes they have available. And so on Sundays are my prep day. On Sundays, I go and I will pick the classes that I plan. I know after 4 o'clock, 4:35 is when I'm free to work out and give traffic, so I really can't work out till 5:30 or 6. So I'll go and look at what classes are being given at those times, and I click add, and they automatically add to my calendar. So that's pretty much how I do my workout habit. Also, with the habit for me preparing for the week, I know some people can pick out their clothes the night before the morning of. That's just not me. I can't do it. So what I actually do is, again, as I stated, Sunday is my prep day. So on Sunday, I will plan out my week, where my time is going. And I think this is really important because I've done Dave Ramsey with money and getting out of debt. And he says that you have to tell your money where it's going to go. If not, then you'll spend it like crazy, pretty much. You tell every single dollar, penny, where it's going to go, so that you don't misspend it, so that you don't waste any of it. And I think that's the same with our time. We tell our time for the whole week what I'm going to do, every single hour, minute, second of it. On Monday, this is what I'm going to do. On Tuesday, this is what I'm going to do. Even if it's I'm going to do nothing, I'm still telling my time what I'm going to do with it. Because that's the same with our money. We can even say, hey, there's $40 that I'm going to use to do whatever I want with it, but this is the amount I have, which is $40. So I think that's good to know. So in the Sundays are the days that I plan, and on Sunday I decide what I'm going to wear. I have to pick out what I'm going to wear for every day that I work. So I pick out my clothes from Monday through Friday. Friday is always going to be a jeans and a t-shirt, so it's pretty easy. But I still pick out what t-shirt I'm going to wear. And then Monday through Thursday, I pick out my outfits. Am I going to wear a skirt, a dress? What am I going to wear? So that this eliminates the wasted time I have in the morning between trying to decide and trying on clothes to see if they fit and if I like them. Another thing I do is I prep my meals. I have a planning sheet that I'll attach this actually. And what it does is it breaks up Sunday through Saturday, and then it breaks it up: breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, dessert. Y'all, I love my food. I don't care. And I'll try to attach that to the bio in the link. I'll try to attach that to the description down here. And I use that to plan out what I'm going to eat each day, as well as what I need to go to the grocery store for. When I'm doing really good at this, I actually get this planned out on Saturday. But I'm always going to go shopping on Sunday, so it doesn't matter. But if I'm good about it, I have it planned out Saturday, and then after I leave church, I can go straight and get the groceries. So I do that, and I also plan out any activities or tasks that I need to get completed for the week, and I place that all in my planner, and I love planners. And so that's pretty much how I create habits when it is in regards to exercising, eating, and then of course, like my faith and all that, I do the same thing. I already planned that after I work out, I'll spend time in devotional with the Lord. So that's kind of a given. It's a habit that I've created for so long. I don't necessarily have to intentionally plan it out anymore, but it's there. It's on my calendar actually. I do set that time in the morning that I'm going to read, but it's not a habit that I'm trying to form. With working out and prepping, those are habits that I'm newly forming, that have been going on for maybe around a year, but I have to consistently do them. So really hope this video helps you. If you struggle with habits, if you're trying to get into a better lifestyle or habit of working out and eating well, then I definitely hope this helps you. And if you're trying to spend more time with the Lord and you struggle with time, I hope that having these other things planned out in advance will give you the margin to spend that time with the Lord. And whether your time is in the morning or in the evening, then that's fine. But just make sure you are spending time with the Lord. Make sure you're telling your time what you're going to do with it. Because it's your time. Why waste it? Time is money. you know. So I really hope that this has helped you. Again, thank you so much for watching this video and coming to my channel. I would love for you to subscribe, and if this helps out anybody that you know and they need to hear it, please go ahead and share this with them, and please do like this if you found this information good. Thank you again. Hope to see you next time. Bye.